Greetings, fellow builders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic: The Final School. Episode 6: The Challenges of Advanced Architecture. Sir Thunder now has 1/3 of his fights done, and the finger has leveled up once. As you can see up here. That mana crystal, why it's important, is it makes a... what is it? Mana lantern? And a mana lantern allows you to fill your mana up without having to go to the mana font, which is going to make the research room so much more efficient to use, which is awesome. So we'll get that going immediately, and then as soon as I get the smoke stick, like 2 more smoke sticks, we'll be able to get the tower done. So the other requirement here is the common room. So if we go to the bedrooms here, or dining rooms, what is it, a rec room? We want this to become a common room. So it is not lofted. Lofted meaning it is taller than it is wide, and it is also not interior. Got it. One thing we could do for the interior is just boom. That will be interior, and then build something else out here. Or build a wall here. I'll figure it out. We'll tinker with it and make it become a common room soon. The other thing I might want is another med bed. Just because we're getting people hurt in combat, and it'll help them recover. So here's the mana lantern, and Major Mildew's trial is to charge the mana lantern 3 times. The mana lantern, you can fill your mana up on the mana lantern 5 times, and then it needs to be recharged. Any time it's not maxed out, it can be recharged. So for instance, right now it has refills remaining 0 out of 5. I can force Major Mildew to go charge it, which will fill 1 of his 3 charger. And then I can have him restore his mana on it, and then refill again. So now he's recharged it twice. Then I just pick literally any mage, I guess it's a Vaka, restore her mana on that, and then recharge it for a 3rd time, and then Major Mildew's trials are totally done, and he's ready to graduate. And then we will be summoning in a fight. We'll be summoning in another mage. A nature mage. So his trials are complete. He was a good student. Power and speed as a water mage. I don't think I'm going to keep him because we're close to being able to research and unlock apprenticeships, and hiring a student that has gone through an apprenticeship is going to be so much more powerful than just an initiate. Apprentices are way more powerful. So maybe the next follow-up question is going to be what first apprentice to seek out. But in the case of Major Mildew, he'll be graduating. But before we do that, let's start this battle. Weak to water, weak to nature, weak to earth. Okay, so if you're weak to water, Major Mildew, your exit graduation is going to be a fight. You want to graduate? You got to fight. This is Fight Club. I cast Retaliation on Matic, and he is just pummeling everyone with his spells. Love it. And we're done. Barely any damage taken. Spectral Evil, all dead. Oh, and the Humming Chalice for Macho has leveled up. Awesome. So, for instance, the reason why these are so powerful is this Talon and this Chalice. The Talon is giving 3 power 9 speed, and the Chalice is 5 power 6 speed. We don't have a ton of power, right? So if we take a look at like our power here, you know, 8 of our 36 power is being added through relics alone. And because Macho's level is maxed, Macho's not going to get any more powerful outside of like equipping relics. That's why relics are so nice. It's because you can add extra stats on top of what you're missing. Hey, Stash! I'm sorry I don't have a ukulele to sing you a song like you sing for me. Your songs are amazing, and I love you for it. But The Girl Who Steals Time, I remember reading about that, but tell me about that game, because I only vaguely know about it. I know it just came out, like, recently. But welcome. Thank you for the raid. And cheers to you. Alright, any of the smoke sticks ready to go? Because, like... I am oh, no, we already have the... Okay, I'm an idiot. I already have what I need to build the last bookshelf. I just was ignoring it. So break fire. Go, go, go! Assemble it! And then, once that's done, the focus will be the common room. We'll try to get the common room up to a house commons. The thing is, it might be worth me working towards the best common room, which is the house commons, which needs to be lofted, interior, and skewed, because the common room will eventually evolve to a house commons, so I might as well fulfill the requirements for house commons now, because it's going to be a requirement eventually, even if it doesn't fill the requisite furniture. I can make sure it's interior skewed and lofted, because the common room doesn't need to be skewed, but the house commons does, so it would be good to have a house commons that fulfills all the needs that the house common has. Ah, poops. Poops, poops, poops. We have got an ooze in our dirty kitchen breaking everything. The game you're playing is dangerous to so much of your time. Hopefully I'm well and the kiddo is healthy. Wife is not back home. Wife had her flight canceled yesterday and won't be coming home until tomorrow. Talk about a brutal cancellation, huh? Now, normally, common rooms are, like, way bigger than this. So, to be honest, I might not easily be able to turn this into a common room, because it's, like, it's honestly just too large. Or, it's not large enough, I should say. And I could have it go wider, but then I'd need to move my crops. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my crops so that I can not have to cater to the crops. So, let's destroy these plots. The other thing is the house commons needs to be lofted. So it needs to be taller than it is wide, which I intend to do in a weird way once this is done, which I don't have stone. So a lot of this requires stone, meaning let's not worry about that right now. I'm going to have to go into the underschool and probably go here for the stone, which is fine. I'm working on it. It's just TBD. To be done. We have a Mage's Tower. Sweet. So with the Mage's Tower, we have all three. We'll have access to the second to last tier of magic, or research rather, provided that our lightning mage gets more skill, because it needs a lightning mage with a skill of 4, and Macho has a skill of 3. Now, it's possible that we find a relic that adds lightning skill. But more realistically, we might want an apprentice. We might want maybe a lightning apprentice. So the question for me is, what first apprenticeship to offer? So the way apprenticeships work is you need to research a very special teaching station which teaches that specific element. And then when you have that specific station, you can promote an initiate, which is like your basic student, up to an apprentice, which masters at that element. Right? So if we wanted to offer like a lightning apprenticeship, I would need the Flashes of Brilliance research to get the lightning orrery. And then we could offer in a lightning apprentice or apprenticeship to like a lightning student. It doesn't even actually need to be a lightning student. It just needs to be any student that has a. So in this case, let me open up this part here. When you have an apprenticeship available, it will add +1 to that cap. So in this case, if we wanted a level 4 lightning mage, there's different ways to get a higher level. You can have a higher level wand. So up here, as you can see, a level 2 wand would add +1 to lightning skill, which would make Darzan a level 4 lightning mage, if we were keeping Darzan. Alternatively, to hit level 4, you could also do an apprenticeship. Now, a higher level wand makes you fussier, makes you harder to keep happy, whereas the apprenticeship doesn't. So if you can hit your goals through apprenticeships, it's better. And then also, once you have an apprentice and then it becomes staff, you get even higher level. So staff, mages who run your school, all right? When the initiate becomes staff, you get a +1 cap. And when your initiate becomes an apprentice, becomes staff, you get a +2 cap. So it's going to be ideal for us to probably run a lightning apprentice that has a lot of potential, where we want to keep them. Run them through a lightning apprenticeship and then hire them as staff to be a really powerful lightning staff. And that way they'll be good in combat, they'll be good at summoning students, and they'll be really good at research. So you guys do want a lightning apprenticeship to be offered next. Copy that. So taking a look at our research here. Right now we are working on the rooftop defenses, which I think is very reasonable. So I'm going to destroy or cancel all the other queued research and work straight towards Flashes of Brilliance, which is the lightning apprenticeship. We're kind of far away from getting it, but we're working towards it. Can I make Darzan a lightning air mage? I could. I won't, because I'm not getting the air apprenticeship. We literally just voted against that. So not sure why you're asking. Okay, we're moving the crops over here so they're not blocked by the sun on the other side. And then the student, oh, maybe I'll do it. It's gonna look really weird. No, I'll do it here, it's fine. The House Commons is gonna have a really low floor here by design. This is probably not gonna stay the scullery as a result. But that's so that the building can be skewed and lofted in one fell swoop. Ooh, rooftop defenses is done. So once I get a lot of smoke stick, I can put up some lightning rods, which will protect us from future storms. So Mildew, you are ready to graduate. Let's get that done before I forget. For a level 8 relic. And then we'll summon in a nature student. Now, how are we doing on their other trials? Darzan has Pyromania 1. So let's just, like, destroy 2 Phoenix Kisses to finish that Pyromania trial. Because, it's pretty easy to do a great day as long as I focus on it. So we'll be working towards that. So Mildew dropped a damp necklace. Well, your name was Mildew, so I guess that's fitting. This is a water affinity necklace, which adds water level cap. So this is exactly what I was referring to. Some of your necklaces will just, like, level you up. So, can anyone wear it? Literally no one can, I don't think. No one can, because, like, no one has water affinity. But, you know, it'll be useful in the future. Jess, the new mage, has a raffle timer up above my head. And she is another Raven cultist. She is powerful and healthy. She wants to defeat parties without using potions, charge, and not get hungry. Alright. Straightforward. Darzan just finished the Pyromania trial. Cool. Other trials that I was working on. Sir Thunder, you want to be in some more fights. So you're going to be involved in the next fight coming up. And, Darzan, I'm also going to... Or Fangface? Was that Fangface I was looking at? No, Sir Thunder. I'm also going to make sure that you, because you have the desire to pet refining beasts, let's change your priority. And beast care is going to be critical. Basically, when the beasts need care, you do it. And that will help fulfill that trial. Okay, I don't know about Dancing Machine. And then, Fangface wants to clean. So, Fangface, you are going to be in charge of cleaning. I'm not going to do critical, because you'll wake up in the middle of the night. It'll be weird. So, Sir Thunder, given that he wants to be a champion, should be involved in this next fight. So let's have Sir Thunder come down here. A Volcamatic Macho Sir Thunder, and you go against the drowned one in the Furling. Alright, one thing I've been meaning to do, and I keep forgetting, is to get an alchemy station up. So as soon as we get a little bit more stone from this cavern, I'm going to build the alchemy station. I keep forgetting to do it, and I've been meaning to. Because I ended up using the stone here for this building project, which was not correct. Now the other thing is, once I have the wall up... Well, that actually won't be supported. You know, maybe what I'll do is demolish this and support it with arches. Do arch here and then the floor. I've definitely brought the right elements to this fight. Because fire and lightning are their weaknesses, and I'm hitting them with fire and lightning, so... You got 2-shot. You got 2-shot. We win. We get a bunch of stone. Before I forget, alchemy station. I cannot stress enough how useful the alchemy station is. It is so much a get-out-of-jail-free card, having potions. When you're, like, about to die, you can just be like, haha, I drank a potion, and you get to thumb your nose at an enemy. It's amazing. And the next one is for even more stone. So if we want to go down there, we can. What a goofy looking school. I love it. Alright, priority. Let's see. Macho, I want you to really just prioritize research at this point. You are going to be our primary research until we have like a gifted lightning apprentice mage, so that we can actually make some more progress on that front. Now that the alchemy station is done, I'm going to order potions. We're going to do rejuvenation potions until we have 10 of them, and recharging potions until we have, let's say, 5 of them. And then in potions, if you open the maze sheet, you can assign what kind of potions people take on them. So I'm going to assign my 3 staff to have rejuvenation potions on them. Additionally, oh, and the name for Jess is going to be Wishbringer. I guess we'll have another Wishbringer. The potions, I'm going to put in a tiny chest. Right here. Just so that I know where the potions are at all times. So that will be the potion chest above the mana font. And I'll spell it different so I can tell your relics apart. In terms of priority, water mages make potions best. I don't really have any water mages, but Macho's researching. So, Breakfire will probably get around to it eventually. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. Hey, Icefire, thank you for the resub. Alright, chest. Clear all. Party 5. And potions go in there. I don't really care what kind of potion. Just, you know. Oh, you know what? I just realized this only allows 1 stack because it's a tiny chest. So what I need is 2 potions. Two chests. This one will be for healing potions, rejuve. And the other one will be for recharge. And I think I'll move them to the, like, the front so that they're not like terrain blockers. I forgot about the stack problem. I mean, it would have made more sense to have like 1 chest. You know what? I'll fix the problem. No, I didn't mean to shrink. I meant to destroy. Yeah, I'll just do a bigger chest and then we won't have an issue. Alright, now that we have the alchemy station, the mage's tower needs to be towered, right? So towered means nothing above, but below is fine. Right? Skewed and pristine. So, the house commons needs to be interior, which means that we need like a silly wall. So that this remains interior. So this room, to remain interior, needs like a double floor and a double wall. Which actually is going to change my design a little bit. I hadn't realized the interior was a requirement. So I'm going to change the layout again. I know, I keep wishy-washy going back and forth. But an interior requiring house commons room is a little annoying, especially when it needs to be like lofted and skewed. So I'm working on that. And maybe I can get Maddox to help out with the building. Maddox's construction is already pretty high. Alright, Darzan, you got your mess requirement done? You thought air was best for research, or has it changed? That was never the case. If you take a look at the priorities here, there's literally a symbol. Research is lightning. Air is hauling, painting, and assembly. And that's always been true. I suppose you were mistaken. Darzan, you are fully trained, but you need a great day. So a great day is, you need fully rested, full, and tranquil. And what you're missing right now is tranquil. So let's just fully stick you in recreation to fulfill your great day so you can just be graduated. Fangface needs to clean one more time and then eat a bunch of times, or dance a bunch of times. So we'll work on that soon as well. So, this looks really weird, but kind of on purpose. This is going to be fulfilling the interior room requirement. So we have like a double wall, if you will. And, ooh, we have a tainted lantern. So a tainted lantern is a big, it's like a psychic droner, if you will. It lowers your conviction significantly. So we're going to want to deal with that pretty soon. Place the house goblins in the ritual room. I could. It's not interior, though. What I could do is put it in the dining room and then move the dining room, because this dining room could be interior, but then it would screw up the conservatory. There's like a lot of, you know, constraints where there's really no best place, if you ask me. So Sir Thunder still has one more fight wanting to attend. So let's send Sir... is anyone hurt? No one's hurt. Let's send the same team out here to fight this fight. Now, the Tainted Lantern here is really brutal, and we're going to want to snipe it pretty early on. We haven't actually brewed any potions, so maybe before we go into this fight, I'll quickly create some rejuve potions so that we have at least one potion to heal up in case we get hurt. We just got the research of liven up the place, which allows us to make carpets. Different style carpets for different types of luxury. So, Matic has the rejuvenation potion equipped. And I'm going to force Matcha to equip one, and Avaka to equip one, and maybe even Sir Thunder to equip one. So Matcha's got one. And Avaka is going to be forced to go equip one. And that way we can deal with the droner sooner than later. The other thing I could do is, for as far as schedules go, have a new custom schedule just for Darzan, where Darzan just like recreates the hell out of the day, so that I can do the great day requirement. Alright, so with 3 potions equipped, let's get this fight started. I'm not going to worry about Sir Thunder's. Oh, did I send the right people? Yeah, I sent the right people. Alright, here we go, our first Mana Lantern fight. So the Mana Lantern is shielded, which negates damage from a single attack. So it's going to need to be attacked multiple times in order to bust. And it, like, has an AoE attack, so it's really nice to knock that thing out quick. So I want to break the shield fast. Or we're going to take a lot of damage. As you can see, it does a big ol' AoE, and it's annoying as hell. So the shield has been broken. And we're getting hurt, which is why I brought the potions. And we're also getting debuff from the Lantern Keepers. But the Lantern is now like 1 attack away from dying. Ow. Alright, Avalka on next turn. So Sir Thunder, you don't have potions to drink, so that kind of sucks for you. But I'll try to taunt the enemies away from hurting you. Here, the lantern is dead. Good. That should make our lives easier. Avalka, use the potion, because you were pretty hurt. And then you use Earth Armor to lure the Lantern Keeper to attack you, so that no one else gets hurt. And there we go. No feints, but as you can see, this was a way harder fight. We also found a cursed initiate in here. An Air Wand 2 initiate who needs rescue. So as an Air Wand 2, they have an extra trial. They want to dance on their own. They want to dance, they want to fight, and they want to eat. Well, aren't you, like, quite the hedonist, I suppose. We'll do a giveaway for Kenneth. Raffle timer's up. And Red, thank you for the resub. Now they're curse-bound, and we're going to have to remove the curse, but that also means that we need to graduate someone out, because I don't have a 5th bedroom yet. Because the commons is in progress. Which means I'm trying to focus on Darzan's Great Day. And at this point, recreation's fulfilled, so we just need to sleep and eat a little bit. So I'm going to force sleep to try to get him graduated. And then as soon as his sleep fills up, I'll, like, eat something and we can graduate him. And with all that fresh stone we just got, build all that. The current priority is build a common room. And this thing's gonna be weird. Once it's done. And then Kenneth will be freed soon. Lift the curse using dark magic. Okay, here he goes. Breakfire is removing it. Actually, yeah, it's fine. We won't have anywhere for them to sleep, but I'll just quickly build another bed. The House Commons is eventually going to need 5 beds anyway, so it's all good. Void shrooms appeared. Oh, this room is not bright enough. I didn't realize that. So let's put another window in there. And Kenneth is freed. So if you take a look at Kenneth's conviction, Kenneth has this extra requirement due to the Air 1 Tier 2. Which means Kenneth wants to not be on ground floor and want to, like, go on stairs, ladders, hills, basically be up towards the air, given that he has an Air 1 too. So once you have higher level wands, you get these extra requirements that sometimes can be difficult to fulfill. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're not. And it's one of the reasons why I like to avoid having higher level wands until I absolutely need to employ them. Because higher level wands means fussier people. It can be a real drain if you're not ready to accommodate their needs. Alright, there we go. Got your bed. But it's too late. You're already sleeping on the floor. And then a lot of our faculty are sleeping on the medical beds, but yeah, that's fine. So this entire dungeon path is cleared. This was obviously the terminal ending. And generally speaking, all these paths terminate to like a boss fight or something eventful without spoiling too much. So this terminated to a curse student, but they all terminate to something interesting. And they're more or less predetermined. All right, back to the classroom. So we really want to get these walls built so that this is ready to go as a common room. So that's going to be the push that I make right at the, before the end of the stream, is to try to get this at least somewhat done. So Breakfire's building priority is going to be super high so that we can make better progress on this. And it's coming along. So the double walls keeps it interior, and then the weird flooring makes it skewed and lofted once I drop a wall in here, which I will. And Wylant, thank you for subbing, and now, as a reward, you are the cursed student, the tier 2 cursed student. Alright, Darzan, I kind of lost track of you. You need just a little bit more sleep in order to have your perfect day. Oh no, you already have your perfect day. So you get graduated. Because you're done. Retrials, done. And then Fangface, you're 2 of 3 trials. Your last trial is just dancing. Pretty easy to do. So guess what? Fangface, this is now your new schedule. Just dance all day long until you're done. Breakfire, you're not going to be teach priority so that you can continue building, because no one else can even reach this area, which is one of the advantages of like a ghost faculty, is like they're not stuck. And then as a result of graduating, Darzan, the spinner relic is dropped, the sling is dropped, which was attuned, and then Darzan dropped a conviction after doing a lightning task, which would be really good to attune to like a researcher, because research is a lightning task. So Macho gets to attune to that. And then the other relics, the sling will go to Matic. And then the sling will go to Avaka, not Matic, because Avaka should get more power as a fire mage. Wishbringer will take... No, can't take the spinner because I don't have a library. So yeah, that's it. So the spinner has to sit. There are some rules about what you can attune to, and one is that your level has to be close to the relic's level. So I couldn't attune to the relic for that reason. Alright, in here, because I don't necessarily want to be spamming void shrooms, I'll light that up. But this is now an interior room. Wait, why isn't it? Oh, it's not interior because of this. Right. And this won't be... So the problem is, towered... Ugh. I have an idea, but it's annoying. This is going to be ridiculous looking. So it's not roof supported right now either. So what I really need is like pillars. So if we take a look at the stability here, some of this would fall down if there was a recalculation. It like has no right to stand on its own. So where is the pillars? Is it pillar or column? I forget where it is in the research, but it's something I'm going to need. Support? What is it? It is here. Support columns. Honestly, part of me might want to give up having this be a House Commons and like commit to it being elsewhere because of how like nonsense this has become. I think I'm just gonna like pull the trigger on that and know that this won't be the House Commons because it's really messed up, and design it better, but not now because I'm like out of time. So I'm just gonna put things back to where they were, and we'll have a House Commons probably where this dining room is or something better, which is easier to fulfill its interior requirements. But that is going to be for another time, because like I said, I am out of time. This is end of stream. Thank you for tuning in to Mind Over Magic, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow mages.